AEW Revolution happened on Sunday.
Revolution.
The pay-per-view that was the countdown too. So this is the first pay-per-view of AEW for the year 2022. It was a stacked card, okay? A stacked card. Now, obviously, me and Prime did not get the chance to see the whole show fully. We got the chance to see, you know, like every now and then I caught a match, caught some highlights, caught stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you guys a review. It ain't gonna be like an in-depth type review with match by match playback and commentary and give you all the moves and stuff like that because I did not see all that stuff like that. But we will give you our thoughts on the matches and the results and stuff like that, just so we can have like a recap and a review out there for you guys. So first off, there was, you know, they did a pre-show. They had the legit Layla Hirsch taking on Chris Statlander, and legit Layla Hirsch won that matchup.
Weird feud, but okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna beat Red Velvet next. Next up, Hook versus QT Marshall.
Yep. Hook was crazy over.
Yeah, and QT Marshall never is. And then House of Black, all three, was a trios match, defeated Death's Triangle with Eric Redbeard.
Great match, probably the best buy-in match I've ever seen.
Really, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, no, it's probably the best buy-in match I've ever seen, ever, like on a pre-show ever.
Well, look, the names you got: Malachi Black, Buddy Murphy, and Brody King.
Excuse me, JR. Who's Buddy Murphy, JR?
Buddy Matthews. Excuse me. that Buddy Matthews, you know, and then Pac and
oh, you got me correct. He was definitely saying Buddy Murphy on the show, but hey.
Oh Lord, that's what he does. But yeah, so make sure you guys check that out and the buy-in pre-show. The show starts off with Eddie Kingston taking on Chris Jericho. This matchup was hard fall, a lot of near falls in there because, you know, Jericho was coming out with the cold breaker.
Yes. The first bump.
Say what?
The first bump I thought was the end. he hit a high angle German suplex on Jericho, and Jericho landed like Moss landed or Drew McIntyre on his head. I was like, oh, this match he probably could have cussed. But he still went on.
But they went on for about good 14 minutes on this matchup.
Yeah, so it's either Jericho professional or he just know how to look like he landed on his head. And, you know.
Well, Jericho's always talking about Eddie not winning the big one. Well, Eddie actually did win the big one this time. I think he hit what, you know, was it his backhand punch and then goes for like a roll through and then pins Jericho. Good to see Eddie Kingston winning, you know, a matchup.
Tapped.
It was funny because my wife came in there. She was like, "Hey, look, I know you like Eddie Kingston and all, but does he go to the gym?" I'm like, "Look, Eddie Kingston, he got out there, he put his Timbs on, his DMX hoodie, and he just raised shit. That's what he do. That's what
I think he just take walks. I don't think he goes to the gym. I think he goes to the gym, but I don't think he does that kind of. I think he just does like take walks or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever he needs to do.
Get your cardio up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a 3-way tag team matchup for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Jurassic Express taking on Red Dragon, taking on the Young Bucks. Once again, this match is anytime you get deal with a Young Bucks Red Dragon matchup, it's hard to follow, hard to take notes on anything like this. But Jurassic Express does do that suplex into a sit down powerbomb type move, which is like very beautifully timed to pin Matt Jackson, I believe it was.
Yeah, good match. Also, I didn't like that it wasn't triple threat. I hate when that happens, but okay, whatever.
So you mean basically it's like three guys in the ring? Yeah,
there was only two people and one team fully was out.
Yeah,
on the apron.
Yeah. I like that. I like it was all three guys in the ring because you
they made it make sense here, but I still just don't like it anyway. But you know.
I agree with you. on that one. Warlord takes on the Face of Revolution ladder match. Warlord take on Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Christian Cage. I thought we was going to get Swerve here, but we get him after. But this matchup actually was a pretty decent ladder match. I actually got a chance to watch this matchup, and they did a lot of power spots with Keith Lee, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Warlord. And the best spot to me, which honestly, if this was the finish of the match, that would have been dope. Orange Cassidy comes in there and starts doing the whole. Well, first he does the little kick stuff to all the big guys, and they get into that shit. But he comes and does the whole Bully Ray Three Stooges hit ladder thing, and Keith Lee is on one side and Warlords on the other side. And then they each have an end of the ladder, and they pick it up so it's off of Orange Cassidy's head. And Orange Cassidy just kind of like hanging onto the ladder. Then Orange Cassidy does a like Shawn Michaels pull up from the Royal Rumble, and then goes on top of the ladder as the two big guys are holding it in like a bridge position to go reach for that brass ring. That would look cool.
Yeah, it did. It looked cool.
That looked cool. Powerhouse Hobbs gives Orange Cassidy a superplex with a ladder leading into the corner off the top of the ladder, and Keith Lee has when Christian and Ricky Starks is out there, he says y'all like the Orange Cassidy toss. I'm gonna do the same thing, and launches.
Nobody caught him.
Nobody caught. I mean, it was the Mrs. out there. Isaiah Cassidy got thrown, so Orange Cassidy gets thrown, and then he kind of threw them over Christian and Starks, so he kind of landed on his back.
He threw him like too far almost.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. Then we get Powerhouse Hobbs and Keith Lee fighting up the ramp along with Warlord, and then they're fighting on the ramp, and Warlord takes a ladder and knocks both of them off the stage through a table. It takes the two big guys out to kind of help protect them a little bit, I guess. Then we get back to the ring, and then there's a ladder set up, and there's a ladder bridge from the ladder to the rope, the ropes. And I was like, okay. Ricky Starks goes up there for the ladder, goes up try to get there, but Warlord's there, and he gives him a power. The power bomb looked weak because I don't think he landed the right way. It's like it missed the impact. Remember when in
what? Are you serious,
bruh?
Right. It looked like Ricky hurt his head.
Yeah, I know he saw like he had like it was like pa, and they kind of folded up, but the impact I'm thinking he was going to get. Remember when Andrade did the sunset?
Just because you thought it was going to break.
I didn't think about. I just going to bounce. Remember when Andrade, when they was in that ladder match in Money in the Bank, and he did the sunset flip power bomb to Finn Balor on the ladder bridge that was.
Yeah, the ladder wasn't up. The ladder wasn't far on the rope. It like came out. So I guess since this one, I guess they had it set the way where it didn't come out. I mean, I thought Ricky probably hurt his head for real. I literally thought he probably had a concussion or something.
I mean, he probably. I mean, the impact. Yes, I thought it was gonna be one of those ballads. I like a guy because those spots always scared me. But Warlord picks.
Well, I don't think he was gonna break it because he was like standing on it too, and that kind of. Yeah. But honestly, what I would have done to put Warlord even more over, I would have had him at least powerbomb everybody in the match once.
That really would have got a crowd reaction out of that one. Especially if he powerbombs Keith Lee.
Nah, I think Keith Lee could have been climbing the ladder. He could have grabbed him powerbomb. I don't think he'd pick him straight up and do it, but you know.
If he powered him off the stage, that'd have been crazy.
Yeah, he could. Like I'm saying, like get the powerbomb thing over. That would have been a perfect time to get. If he would at least did it once to everybody in the match, that would have definitely. Everybody would have been cheering Warlord crazy.
Oh, they would have. I agree with that one. Next, it's not a match. Tony Schiavone's out there, and we're going to talk to who's the newest signing to AEW, and it is Isaiah Swerve Scott. He's there. He's by himself.
All right, JR. Shane Strickland. Shane Swerve Strickland.
Wait, Shane Strickland. Okay, but Swerve. Did he still use Swerve though?
Yes.
Okay.
Which, honestly, that should just be his name at this point.
Shane Strickland?
No.
Swerve?
Like, just Swerve. That's it. But I guess he can't do that.
I don't know, because at that he was like, let me ask y'all, I got one question for y'all. Whose house? Swerve's house. So, you know, everybody knows who's there.
I like the crowd was over with it. They was chanting whose house, Swerve's house before he said it. So I think that already gives AEW an inkling of they can do something with him.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point in time, I only see him getting to the TNT title at this point in time because they got so many big names they need to get to. So,
I agree. As long as he gets back to that, because honestly,
and he's still young, so he can obviously wait 5 years if he needed to win the titles.
Yeah, but it's like it's supposed to be upset because they had some with the hit row thing, and then they fucked that whole thing up. So they're about to show him what a bigger star that he can be.
Mm-hmm.
And so next up we have Jay Cargill taking on Ty Conti for the AEW TBS Championship. First of all, Jay Cargill is coming out looking like Jay from Mortal Kombat. Or
some superhero of some sorts, as JR said.
Okay. That was definitely Jay from Mortal Kombat. I was like, get the green, get the hair, get the mask that she had on. And
Jay boy, that's Mortal Kombat, Tony.
Well, Jerry, let me tell you something. That Mortal Kombat, what I'm saying, has, the identity, because, they kind of, they have color people on there. Jade is that complexion, so.
What's colored, Tony?
Before the match starts, Jay Cargill out of nowhere just gives Ty Conti the kiss. I was like, hello. Got me acting all kinds of stupid. What's going on, Jade? I was just like, what was it that like leader thing where she did Trish Stratus? I gave her the kiss of death before she beats her and shit like that. Well, whatever the case may be, you may not remember what happened in that matchup, but you damn sure remember that though.
Yeah, I guess. Oh no.
Well, this match.
Everybody was going crazy about it. I was just like, yeah, okay.
I'm saying that's the point. It was like the match was the shortest match on the card. It wasn't going to be the best match at all, but it was just going to be something there so she can.
Spoiler alert! It was the best women's match on the card. That's all I got to say.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, well, she hits the. I forgot what her finishing move is. That the
Jaded.
The Jaded, and she beats Ty Conti. So she's 29-0 right now.
Yep.
Next up is the dog collar match. CM Punk taking on MJF. My personal opinion, match of the night. Obviously with the rivalry and the story. CM Punk said, "I'm listening to you, Prime. I'm not gonna put on the tights. I'm not gonna put on the regular Chicago pants. I'm going Ring of Honor style and bringing out the shorts."
Mm-hmm.
Bringing out them ball shorts. I'm doing it old.
The exact ones he wore in the dog collar match against Raven, I believe.
What a play on history right there. And I was like, I love seeing that kind of stuff. This matchup was brutal. With the dog collar stipulation, and yes, there was blood. CM Punk had a whole crimson mask going on, and they really didn't use like all kinds of weapons in a street fight. They just used the chain that they had, with the dog fight.
Also, to my point, one of the reasons why I really love AEW is because they have more than one type of match that they do. They have the old school style wrestling match. They have the flippity do wrestling match. They have the stupid whatever comedy stuff that it's like they have like different facets for different wrestling fans. While not to bring WWE into this, but WWE don't have different styles of wrestling. It's all kind of like one or two styles at the most.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of like they used to, because remember WrestleMania X7?
Yeah, had different stuff for different people on the roster.
If you want if you want the Spot Fest hardcore stuff, you got that TLC match. If you want the technical wrestling, Kurt Angle versus Voldemort.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the high profile main event, you have Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Then you got the ladder TLC match if you wanted a car crash.
Shane and Vince.
I'll be honest with you, like WrestleMania this year don't seem like a multi-card that like it's got different stuff in it. The only thing different in it is like celebrities. While AEW give you different things in their different styles.
Different styles. I like that because you got to be able to switch it up and keep the things fresh.
Yeah,
a lot of times.
So every match might not be for everybody, but there's I think at least one match for somebody, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather them give one person their match than like just be disappointed. Though, not to say that people be disappointed with WWE, but like sometimes if you just sometimes some matches just be like okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah.
No, I agree with you, but this one here, no, it was damn good, and so without going most
storytelling
details,
was great.
It was Warlord comes out, and it's like, okay, MJF is asking for the ring. He's going through like, I can't find the ring, and CM Punk. Well, first of all, because MJF does bring out the thumbtacks, I've got to mention that, and he gives CM Punk a superplex from the top rope onto them thumbtacks. Ouch.
I think this is probably one of the nastier thumbtack spots I've ever seen, because his back missed it and they all like went on his tailbone and his actual butt.
Yeah. Ooh, that shit.
I'll be honest with you, the back is painful, but you got thumbtacks like close to your butt and your area. That's not fun. So
no, it's not at all.
I could assume that was probably brutal. You know, they don't feel good. So yeah.
You're right, but then he gives him a GTS, and then MJF falls back into them thumbtacks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Warlord looks at CM Punk like he did a couple weeks ago, and then, oh, look what I found! I found the diamond ring, and slides into CM Punk. Crowd is going crazy.
Whoa now.
He does slide to him, doesn't he?
No, he puts it in the ring.
That's right. He puts it into the ring. Oh,
he don't slide it to him, because slide it to him, you quote unquote.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm making this clear is because it's like such a good like storytelling aspect from the little MJF thing, because he don't give it to him, he just like puts it in the ring, like
that's right. He does put it in the ring.
So I just really like that one small little aspect.
Yeah, because he definitely puts it in the ring near him. So
like I'm saying, like if he would have gave it to Punk, it would be like, oh, okay, but. Yeah. Since he gave it that nod, he like put it in the ring, like, and then just walked off. I kind of like that better.
I do. I like that a lot better. And then Punk gets the ring, and then he's about to hit MJF with it. MJF's like, "Screw you!" Spits in his face. I can't. I hate him. Oh, they do just the spit spot, and then he just hits him with the ring, lays him out, and pins him 1, 2, 3.
Now, great match, of course. Finish could have did something else. Yeah. Only because this is the blood feud. He did all this to you, even though you did just GTS him in text. One ring punch and that's it. That's your receipt. Who are you, Roddy Piper in the 80s? Like one punch and they out. I don't know. I would at least like gave him the 10 count and made him bleed more, or like did another GTS after the, just. But I mean, it's still a great match either way it goes.
Yeah, I say I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. It could have been a little bit stronger. Let's put it that way, stronger. Mm-hmm. Speaking of stronger, for the singles match for the AEW Women's Championship, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Thunder Rosa. Now, surprise what?
New championship randomly out of nowhere. What?
Well, first of all, that old one was getting kind of worn out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but they just ran. It was just like they didn't announce it. They didn't like have it in the ring already. They didn't present it. It was just like, oh yeah, she got a belt. She got a new belt. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, now
I can see why people get upset about the way they book women in this company.
Yeah, do you think the match?
No presentation or nothing. I'm sorry.
Do you think the match lived up to what it could have been?
No, because I was hearing the whole weekend that Thunder Rosa was injured.
Like legit injured?
Yes. So I'm watching it. I'm like, it's like 5 minutes and she hasn't taken one bump, and she looks slow. And then, as the match going on, I'm like, oh, she's hurt, because the match was bad to me. I don't know. Maybe because you watched it, it could have been good to you. But like me knowing or hearing that she was injured, I was looking for the injury, and like it just looked bad to me. That's all.
No, I mean everything did look kind of, so she like favoring the arm. I thought was part of selling and things like that, but it did not live up to the hype that, in my personal opinion, of what the Britt Baker did.
You probably shouldn't have her wrestle hurt. I think they should have just scrapped it so that, because obviously you're gonna be a slower step when you're hurt. So I think they should have just.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should have called an audible and then just had Thunder Rosa fight Britt on the 16th, like they're gonna do already. But that's just me.
No, I mean I do agree with you. There is like one spot. First of all, like I said, the women's championship is a lot bigger, but there is one spot where like she goes and dives, like she does a Big E spear to Rebel through the ropes, and I was like, that was a stiff looking spot right there. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I was
somebody look like somebody that's hurt, don't it?
Yeah.
I was watching the whole match. That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, that look like a move somebody would do if they was hurt. And then
Britt Baker picks up the win here.
Yes.
What I missed that. What did she win with?
The curb stomp.
The curb stomp.
Now, I don't know if this is going to be it, but if she does face Britt, Thunder Rosa faces Britt again on March 16th, which I must like, it's basically booked and done now. But I think it'll be a steel cage because they interrupt, or they'll be banned from ringside because they interrupted too many times for it to just be a regular match again. Talk about Hater and Rebel.
Yeah,
they interrupted too many times for it to just be a regular match. So see if they're going to be banned from ringside or just a cage match.
I agree with you on that one. I agree. Next up,
spoiler alert. No.
Oh no! Don't do that. Next up, John
Spoiler alert. I'm telling you for sure. I'm telling you, she's winning. She is winning. Yes, we're calling this now. March 16th. Thunder Rosa is winning the belt.
All right. Well, I got to drop Britt Baker there. Listen, when it comes,
I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you.
I feel you. Next match, John Moxley taking on Bryan Danielson. Another good matchup here. And if you guys would like,
just walk out of this match and say, "Honey, I'm home." Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Just out of nowhere, just said this during the match.
Another. If you like the technical wrestling aspect of it, and yes, Bryan had made Moxley bleed hard way throughout the matchup. Help tell the story here. It was a good matchup. John Moxley wins. Is the paradigm shift or the bully choke?
No, he reverses Bryan's. Bryan does like a net submission, like he puts him in the triangle choke.
Yeah,
and he does like a flex, and Moxley reversed that to like a roll up looking pin.
Oh yeah, it won the matchup, and then both of them get a stare down. But who comes out to break these two up? It's William Regal. War Games is in AEW. Isn't that crazy?
Not only is it crazy, that part is whatever. It's crazier of what he did, I feel like. Moxley, he slapped Moxley. And then Moxley got mad at him and like got in his face. And he said he like basically looked Moxley up and down and they got in Moxley's face like, "What you gonna do about it?" Moxley was like, "All right, my bad." Danielson was laughing and he was like, "What you laughing at?" Smacked the taste out of Danielson mouth. And he was like,
"That's gonna be
shake hands." I don't think he's going to be the manager. I think he's going to be the... What do you call it? I think he's going to be the Godfather. So I don't think he's going to be coming to the ring with them every week. But I do think if they have a problem or something, they got to report to him. I think they have to report to him. I don't think he's the manager.
After this, I do think Moxley and Danielson are going to team up.
Yes. I don't know how to explain it. It's like... Yes, I think William Regal's gonna be like there, but I don't think he's gonna be coming out with them every week or anything like that. So I don't know how to explain it. What have we seen recently where something like that happened? Almost like Imperium and Walter, because Walter don't come out with them every single week.
He doesn't,
and they still answer to Walter.
Next match, we got a 6-man tornado tag team match. Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting taking on the Andrade Hardy family office, which needs to break up.
I'm telling you right now, Hardy definitely gonna lead them soon.
Why are you saying that?
You're like, what you mean? His brother's coming to the company.
Oh, yeah, you know for that? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and
man, I'm goodbye.
Yeah,
my brother's coming. Goodbye. Private Party. Goodbye, Andrade. Goodbye,
that's a private party be saying to him. Goodbye, because they gotta get away from Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy is the one that's trying to get away from them. He's gonna be like, yo, because the past few weeks, every time they have a match, he like walks away in disgust.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he'll just be like, you know what? I'm tired of y'all. I'm just gonna leave, and then it's gonna be with Jeff, and then they're gonna win the titles and then retire finally.
Yeah, you're right. But
they're gonna have to win the titles. They're gonna win them when they retire, and then everyone will be happy.
It was a tornado match, and I was just like, I don't know what that means. There's no rules, but guess what? Yeah, that's what it means. And
yeah, tornado means no rules.
Okay, well, we got all that here because we got 60. Was he 5 or 2?
No, 3.
63.
He turned 63 like this week.
When I say doing some crazy stuff, this man is on top of balconies, doing dives off the balconies through tables with Andrade on them at 63 years old.
You know what he whispered before he jumped?
What did he whisper?
New Jack forever.
He said what?
New Jack forever.
Oh no, he said bombs away.
Well, no. I think. Look, Sting is old, yes, but I think Sting is just having fun. I personally, that's what I like to see.
Well, Sting is showing he can do more than Undertaker, and they should have trusted him.
Yeah, I think he's just having fun at this point, which I really like. You mean to tell me when Sting came in, first of all, we didn't even know if he was going to wrestle. This man is not only wrestling, but jumping off of balconies. I honestly think he's just having fun. So, yeah. Also, the finish got screwed over, I will say that. And also, the video. Yeah, probably one of the worst ones, in my opinion, but, you know.
Oh, you talking them Darby Allin videos?
Yeah, it was, bro. They was at a funeral,
videos, bro.
They was at a funeral for Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy, and Andrade, and like they have this van, like they look like the DX Express, like a bus, like a big bus, and then like a car. It looked like Braun Strowman picked up a car and threw it at this bus. And then Darby gets out the car. It's like, what did you hop a ramp with your car and then just drive it into the bus? And then him and Sting have flamethrowers. It's like, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense.
At all. And it don't even make sense that this man dived off the top on Andrade. And also, don't forget about the Spanish Fly that Guevara gave Cassidy off the stage, which looked like it sucked because one of the tables ain't break. One
of the tables slid. They slid off the table instead of breaking it.
Yeah.
I think when you don't do 2. I think you do 4 tables and not 2 tables. You got to stack them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you stack them, you're gonna get the first 2. But if it's like, I just think if it's on the ground, like on that little sleek, and you only got 2 tables, you're gonna slide off of it because that usually happens.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Kane chokeslammed Moxley on the table and he like just slid off of it. He did yes.
Well, this match is crazy and all out of place. Matt Hardy's in the ring, and Guevara comes. What did he hit? What kind of he hit him with the chair on?
Oh, he was trying to do a twist of fate, right, through the chair.
Yeah, I thought he did. He succeeded, and then afterwards he did some type of top rope move and then pinned Matt Hardy, and they win the matchup.
Yeah, Darby missed, by the way.
Oh, it was the coffin drop. That's right.
Darby definitely missed. Matt Hardy moved. And yeah. I think Matt Hardy was trying to sell that. Like, you know how like when you are like you can see him coming, he tried to sell that he was trying to move out the way before Darby hits him.
Yeah.
But he ended up selling at the wrong time and Darby missed the coffin drop. So Darby just jumped from the top rope and fell on the carpets. Oh my god, man. Yeah.
Like I said, this match was crazy and all over the place. If you guys enjoy that kind of hardcore tag team stuff, this is the one for you. And of course, the main event: Adam Hangman Page taking on Adam Cole Bay for the AEW World Championship. I knew Page was going to retain because Adam Cole whooped his ass on Dynamite on Wednesday, and I said, "You look strong on TV. Those in the pay-per-view. It's wrestling forums 1-on-1, and you're not going to take the championship off of Adam Page just yet. You really want to try to establish him as the next top guy, if you can."
I think they already did.
Yeah. I thought the match was pretty cool. I mean, it was like the one buckshot Larry that kind of we had to crawl over, and then.
Now, real quick, a funny interesting. They had the hard cam in a different place. Mm-hmm. Adam Cole did not know that. Because he goes to where the hard cam was usually faced, and he's like doing he's pointing the finger, and you can see a camera guy like run to him quickly, and whatever the cameraman said, he turns around to the hard cam and goes, boom, on time. It's like, yeah.
Ooh, that was cutting it close.
Yeah, he was just like, oh, Adam, the hard cam's that way. He was like, right. Boom. And he just, oh, man, it's great. But yes, the match was good. A lot of good storytelling. I can do without the Bucks and Red Dragon coming out there, but since it wasn't, not Red Dragon, Dark Order coming out there, it wasn't detrimental to the match, to the finish. So, Also, he did two finishes. He did Adam Cole's finisher, and then he did the buckshot. So, I'm happy with it. No problems. Even though I got Adam Cole, I don't mind. Still good.
Yeah. Like I said, it was a pretty good main event. Adam Page wins the matchup. And hold on. So, when do you think will be the time that he drops the title?
Whenever they do a next big show, depending on who his opponent is.
Just Double or Nothing. That's Vegas.
I'm talking about Dynamite show.
Oh, Dynamite show.
Whenever they do a next big Dynamite show.
Oh, I don't know.
That's not the St. Patrick's Day show. But depending on the opponent, the next big Dynamite could be it.
It's a possibility. But guys, that was our quick AEW Revolution review. Make sure you guys go check it out if you guys can.